How's it going, everybody? This is the Uncanny Omar from Near Mint Condition, the home of collected editions. I am so glad to have everyone here on our Saturday stream. That's right, our continuing weekly live stream where you all get to ask me. Well, I don't want to say anything. You can ask me anything. I just don't have the answer. But it doesn't get as crazy as our AMA. First, second, and third. My wife is sweet enough. She is picking us up our time is this. It was on time. It's always on time. It's always on time. Right? How are you, buddy? Good morning, Minties, and good morning, Omar. Hope your weekend and Saturday is going well. Thank you so much. Hey, Omar, how are you? Oh, thank you for asking. I'm doing well, all things considered. I survived the live stream on Thursday with my friends, and they're no longer my friends. I will say that. If you haven't watched it, it was a nightmare. I caught the replay of the Marvel Evergreen, and it was hilarious. I'm so glad you watched it. I've heard a lot of comments that we love Omar the Bomar, baby. That it was funny at my expense. Omar hopefully has recovered from that Evergreen. It was a lot of fun. What's up, Omar? Have you recovered? I love that you guys really enjoyed it. The Omni conference was incredible. If you've not seen it, the impossible happened at the end. It was crazy. How did that happen? This is what happens for me. Like, it's my own fault for letting people vote. So democracy. Yeah, I was done dirty, dude. How? I only watched a little bit of the Evergreen Omni live stream. Now I have to go back and watch. Oh, dude, just watch towards the end. I just lose it. Firstly, have you calmed down yet? Secondly, has David Gabriel contacted you about the sudden surge of sales in the Phoenix Omnibus? I am okay. And no, he has not. We've talked about other things, though. I'm on vacation. 9 days of freedom, David. Enjoy your vacation, buddy. Jackie, Belgium is in the house. Hope you're fine. Let those Omni announcements come. I actually came prepared today because big shout out to Ryan for making this. This is a joke that I've made over and over. Like, whenever there is a dry spell of announcements on the channel, it seems like people, even after like 2-3 weeks. When was the last announcement? Like right around Christmas time, right? Maybe on Christmas Day is when I announced. That was the last one. And then people are like, let me just show you. Yo, Omar, you got any more of them? This is a joke I've made on the channel for years, and my buddy Ryan actually made a picture. So there you go, of Tyrone Biggins. Got any of them announcements? Yes, they are coming back on Sunday, tomorrow. If you're on Patreon, they will come back today. So the announcements are back. I've got a total of, I like to call them 6. Because 2 of them kind of go almost hand in hand, and but there's 7 videos, and 5 I can put on Patreon early access. Yeah. Any chance of bringing back the breaking news music? Isn't it still there? Like in the second, like after the first, after I give the whole spiel about, like, we're talking about 1 January. Isn't that what plays afterwards? Because I think it's the same one. That's the one that my buddy Nathan wrote. Any more Masterwork announcements? No, we got them all the way to January. I think we're okay, unless they sneak 1 or 2 books in there. I don't see another one for a while. You all waited long enough, and the Epic announcement I'm gonna try to get done. So, okay, normally every last Thursday of the month is when I do the the solicitations for Marvel, the advanced solicitations for Marvel. And this time around, I pushed it till next Thursday. So technically, it's the 1st. However, I have to wait until the powers that be, outside of the people that normally approve my videos, decide on a video when it goes live. And that determines whether I do the epics on this Thursday, the 1st, if Curtis is okay with that, or next Thursday, the rest of the Epics announcements on the 8th. So it'll be either one of those days. And then, of course, the Marvel upcoming solicitations will be either one of those days. Regardless, there's some exciting things that are being announced, and that's why I have to kind of play it by ear. Love the DC and Marvel Evergreen episodes, Omar. Thank you. We're going to do the Evergreen DC Omnis next. That was a lot of fun. What's up, man? How are you doing? Morning, Jimmy. How are you? X-Men Epic 10. I don't think we've announced an X-Men yet. I think a lot of the X-Men are coming in this round of announcements. And I'm sorry, where's Melanie? She's coming. She's getting the coffee. She had a long sleep yesterday. Like, she came home tired, and I let my baby sleep. I think she slept for 13 hours is what she said, which is awesome. I am actually meeting with my group of amazing folks that are helping me put that together. The Marvel Omni reprint poll is in February or in March. It will probably be in February because I have everything already. And this isn't a big deal, but it's about scheduling like the videos when the announcements go up. And also, okay, now we can do the reprint poll. But I can't do the reprint poll until you see all the announcements. So what I may do is go ahead and do the breaking news of reprints first, or maybe throw them, mix them in there. And then there's one that I'm like, it's huge. And even for the people, never mind. I'm not even going to throw a hint. I think I've given plenty of hints. But thank you. Good morning, Omar. It's unseasonably warm here in Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm starting to read Gideon Falls this weekend. What are your top 5 Image titles? Oh, Image titles. That's a good one. Oh, gosh. I actually did a video on my channel 4 or 5 years ago, maybe, top 10 Image titles. And I need to go back and revisit that and see if I still feel the same. One of the most underrated ones that nobody brings up in their top 10, but it made it on mine, and people were like, I have never even heard of that, and that is Glory. I love Glory. It's the one by Joe Keaton. Freaking us. Sophie Campbell did a lot of the artwork in that too. I've always been a big fan of things like Invincible. I like that story a lot. It was a lot of fun, a lot of great artwork, violent as heck. Chew's another one of my favorites. I really like Chew.
I'll make some coffee.
Oh, did you not?
I told you I didn't want.
But then you get like 2, and then we get an extra bonus. Nope. Okay. Okay. Astro City, I guess, does that count? It's really difficult when you say Image titles, right? Because the Image gives you the opportunity to bounce around and shop to see where you want your book printed. Because we've seen books printed at Image, and they've gone over to Dark Horse. So yeah, those off the top of my head. Hope you're doing well, brother. I love Marvel ROM. How does the IDW series compare? I didn't dig it. It was okay. Omar, talked to Peter and Oddfell on Twitter about possibly doing the streams monthly. If your schedule allows and Oddfell was up for it, please allow them back on the channel. They are always allowed back. Actually, we are submitting Oddfell, Lars, and I, and maybe Riley from the Omnibus Collectors. We're submitting our first panel because we want to do a panel at a convention because other people have asked, and it's going to be at C2E2 in April. So we're actually submitting a panel application. Omar, that Evergreen stream was the most fun I've had watching. 2 hours of YouTube, hands down. Your best live stream ever in all these years. Thanks, man. Evangeline, that's the Rob Liefeld character, right? The one that had like a cover where they had a model. Yeah, I remember that one. I wish we could see the release of Glory series by Duffy and Deodato. There's so much that Image hasn't released. I'm honestly surprised we don't have the Prophet series by Graham. Like, how is that not a hardcover? And I think that's a Rob Liefeld property still. It's not one of the things that he sold. Omar, I'm thinking about picking up some Thor Omnis. I think I'll get Simonson, Fraction, JMS, Gillen, and Aaron. Well, those are some great choices. Jurgens is a lot of fun too. But volume 2 is out of print right now. But hey, we have a reprint poll coming in February. The Muppets Omnibus should have been picked over the Phoenix Omni on that Evergreen list. Memories when I had friends. Ready for Saturday morning comics talk. Thank you, CNSS. We're getting a Grimm Deluxe Edition in April. Are we? How are you, Bar? Omar, are you going to see Demon Slayer 3 at theaters in a few weeks? I think Amanda and I were talking about it because our kids want to see it. Omar, did you find anything interesting in the new catalog from PRH, especially the non-Marvel front? Nothing yet, because DC hasn't started filling out their Omnis yet. So That will probably come sometime mid-February, early March. So I'll be doing a video on that too. You want the worst Omnibus Evergreen? Oh my gosh, I've got thoughts. Hi all. Hope everyone's doing great today. Recently picked up the Omnibus and I can't wait to read it. I really hope you enjoy it. I hope that it brings back memories if you read it in the past, and I hope if you haven't read it, you enjoyed it, because there was a lot of those comics I hadn't read, and some I hadn't read in decades. When the heck did I get? I got rid of my non-X-Men comics probably in 1996. That's been a long time since I read some of that stuff. Of course, Omar has his best stream when I'm asleep. Oh, Bar, it was 6 p.m. Good to see you, Norin. Good afternoon from Portugal, Uncanny Omar. Much love back to you, brother. Are all the volume ones of Epic's Evergreen? I think that was the idea they were going to go with, but nothing really has shown that, except every once in a while they'll reprint, like maybe once a year, a book that wasn't in our reprint poll. Your best stream was the one with Bar. Oh, did you hear that, Bar? Did you hear that? There you go. Hey, Omar, who is your favorite romantic couple outside of the superhero comics? I'm in a mood for good, fun, relationship-centered story. Strangers in Paradise. I don't want to... Melanie said Saga, which is a great choice. Maison Ikoku. If you're into manga, greatest romance story ever. I love that book. Do you think there'll be a JLI compendium? Justice League International compendium? The way that DC is cranking out these big, thick books, I think that we'll probably get one. My Danish is my kind of go-to wake me up thing. Evangeline, co-created by former Vampirella model Kathy Christian. I believe it was the last published by Avatar, maybe a decade back. Thank you for that, Chris. Hope you're doing well, brother. Neil, how are you? Ooh, a panel. That sounds awesome. Wish I could be there. Yeah, we're gonna try. Seriously, it's, you know, I've been doing this for years, and people have asked me if I'd ever do a panel, and I said, you know, maybe it's time, but now we just need to think of a topic, you know, and get our application in. Suggest an anime character for edits. What's edits? For you. An anime character? Like, is it Guts? Is Guts now the mid answer?
Golden Boy.
There's my
What was
baby.
his name?
Lena Inverse from Slayers. There
Yeah,
you go.
there you go.
Now you know who you're dealing with. Gen X kids.
Yeah.
You think we'll ever get a Krakoa? Yes, I know we will. David and I talked about that 2 years ago. They wanted to wait until the whole Krakoa era was over before even planning it out or saying that they'll make one. But it will come. And I don't know how it will be mapped. I don't know, what will be included, but it will come. Thank you. By the way, the winners of the Omnibus, those will be shipping out this week. I'm sorry. We had, since last we talked on the last Saturday stream, we had HVAC problems and just house issues. So I haven't had a chance to get out. And thank you all for the super chats, because that does help out with all the shipping. So thank you, everybody. And thank you all for being here. Smash that like button while you're here.
Hello, everybody. And maybe that's a thing that you do on.
Well, I saw it.
Right. But the person's saying is that maybe because do you do stuff with anime characters, make videos of them?
Lena Inverse.
Let's see. I'm going to skip down to the bottom of the chat. And good morning, guys. Circuit 42 met Linda Florentino.
And she's amazing.
Who's Linda Florentino?
I don't know. I'm trying to think of who does the voice of Lena Inverse. I don't think wasn't it
well, that's Linda. This is Linda.
Yeah, I know. As long as Omar's panel isn't about movie comedy. Hey, you leave me alone.
Omar, I love your channel up here in Vancouver. Will Marvel be doing Amazing Spider-Man Omni Volume 6 soon?
Not soon. It's not in the 2024 catalog. Yeah. Hi, Melanie.
Thank you guys for saying hi.
Circuit 42 is here.
Ken is picking up next month the Flash by Mark Waid Omni. May get the variant cover even if I have to pay more on eBay, but if not, we'll get the standard cover.
Is it out of print already?
Megumi Hayashibara in Japanese for
Lisa Ortiz in English. That's who I thought. I knew her name started with an L.
Oh, that's where you were going.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I'll be doing your manga evergreen video. I bet you I could take a good stab at it.
Take a good stab at
it. I bet you I could.
Sure. I think for that panel, I'll have Maddie and Tina on. My buddy Gio, probably Riley, and we'll invite a couple of other people. Definitely not Jess, because he can't even finish one manga. Al Ewing Omni's announced soon. I'm trying to think out of the current list of announcements. I can't remember if one of his miniseries made it into the collection or not this round. So just to play it safe, I'm going to say not this time.
I'm going to be Bruce has a super chat, and I'm going to be over here uploading some new GIFs while we're having our comic book discussion.
Speaking of Lena Inverse, and we live in an age of anime remakes. True, Slayers should get a remake that follows the light novels much more faithfully, don't you think, Omar? As long as they put my girl there. What's her name? Nara? Was that her?
Yeah, I think so.
Nara, right? That was her name? Yeah. Yeah, that's a great idea. How about a poll for new omnibus, but only continuing volumes? For example, Spidey 6, Iron Man 4, FF6, and Thor 5. Oh, I like that, Bruce. And thank you for the super chat. I'm actually going to get with James, because he was showing me. I may just do a video call with him how to do polls on YouTube. So when we do a live stream, you all can start voting.
Oh, yeah, that's a great idea. Naga,
that was her. Naga. Thank you so much. Yes, she's in the OVAs and the movies. Yes.
Oh. Okay. If this is a fictional team of 7 characters across multimedia to save your life, I mean, Willem Dafoe is basically a fictional character, right? Because I'll never ever meet him. Huh? Can I put him in?
No, you're not putting Willem Dafoe on there. Fictional characters.
All right. This dude right there in the red, orange from Final Fantasy X.
Okay. Wait, are we assembling the team together? Because
yes.
God, that's gonna be a nightmare.
Orange.
Oh, okay.
You got Naga and Beyonce.
To save you, Naga and Beyonce. Christina Hendricks.
Did you see our types?
Christina Hendricks.
No, what's her name from Mad Men?
That's Christina Hendricks.
Oh, is it okay?
Not Joan, the character, but the actress. Please come save me, Christina Hendricks.
And wait, who else? Spider-Man. I love Spider-Man.
All right, fictional characters. Belle Dandy.
Guts.
Good
choice.
We
both agree.
Guts can carry me around.
David Tennant.
The 10th Doctor.
The 10th
Doctor's a good one. Okay. This is the stupidest, weakest team, and we need more balance. We need more women on this team, Melanie. We're never gonna get this published.
But I don't want the ladies. I want the men.
Well, I want the men too, but
wait,
all right, Rogue.
Who would
Oh yeah, baby. Oh sugar, she can drain my life essence.
Judge Dredd, the 3 little pigs. Do porn stars count? Wolverino.
Wolverine. There's too many dudes in this team, man.
I don't care. It's fun.
All right. Good morning from Southern California. How did Marvel age Omni 1 sell? Enough to get us a volume 2? Oh, I don't know.
I gotta come back.
I really don't know. I haven't seen it. Kratos. That's a good one. Lady Death.
I want them in too by Candy Omar. Optimus Prime. Yes. Oh, that's a good choice.
No. Dude dies all the time. I can't carry the Matrix. Who am I going to give it to? I definitely am not Matrix worthy.
A tattoo of the Matrix across your chest. Sure you are, sweetie pie.
And then when I flex, it opens up. Light our darkest hour.
Oh, I'm getting just Lizzo.
Oh, Red
Sonja. There you go.
I do like what Circuit
Alf and the Tanner family. Was that 7?
Megan Thee Stallion, please come save me. Omar. Oh, thank you so much, Neil. Melanie, give Omar a hug. He's had a rough couple weeks. Started with that shocking 80s comedy series ranking and culminated with the Marvel. I stand my ground on my comedy choices. Now, the Marvel Omnibus Evergreen list, though,
thank you.
That showed me that I need some new friends. I need some new friends.
Don't ever insult Optimus again. And I wouldn't take Morpheus. I don't trust him.
Yeah,
he's gonna flake out and get depressed.
He's kind of selfish and emo for me to hang out with.
I do love he's like coming with me. It's like Buffy. I love the show, but I don't necessarily like her per se. She kind of gets on my nerves every once in a while. Alf did fight the High Evolutionary.
Who would choose Alf on their team?
Many. There are dozens.
Good morning, Omar and Melanie. Good morning, Ryan. How are you, buddy?
Are there any Daredevil Omni announcements coming in this way?
Is Daredevil in one of these Omnis is what you're asking? Yes, he is. Is it Daredevil centric? No, it's not. That's it. No more hints. They're coming and they're gonna come fast. So make sure you subscribe. Yo, Omar, how you doing? The Evergreen Omnibus stream was hilarious, but the list was one of the worst. Right, I agree. Nobody do their homework. Like, it was funny because I was dead serious when I saw the list, before, as I'm going through this slideshow. I was like, oh, poor Oddfell. She chose Phoenix. That's going to be the first one out. Nope. It's the one that destroyed me. How did that happen? 7 characters: Dupe, Bats, Dogpool, Mondo, Gecko, Pac-Man, Alf, Oscar the Grouch.
Those are so awesome.
You have the worst team ever.
Mondo.
Favorite graffiti scene between bathrooms titles: I am Groot. I totally disagree with the Phoenix over Uncanny one. Hamza, I too, but you know what? We need to let it go. It's okay. It's a democracy. This is what happens when you work with a group of people, right? I'm sure this happens in the offices of Marvel and DC when they're like, okay, we got to do this. And somebody goes, how about this instead? And just throws a wrench into your plan. Dominic, how you doing, buddy? Hi, Omar. Forgive me. This has been asked. I'm joining late. It's okay. Will you be doing an overview of the Handbook of the Marvel Universe Master Edition? Thanks for all you do. Thank you. Thank you for the kind words. Yes, that comes out tomorrow. Along with an announcement. So those will be out tomorrow. Morning, Omni and Minties. Everyone excited about the Royal Rumble tonight? I know you are, my dude. And hello, my friends. We meet again. I'm just.
Is it wrestling?
Shut up.
Wrestling?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Royal Rumble.
Oh, yeah. Wait,
I'm just glad
Omar told us about it.
That's who was saying.
Oh, okay.
He's excited. He's good. I'm just glad Omar confirmed. I did not confirm that. Ryan quit spreading rumors. No Spider-Man Omnis. I tried, Sam. I tried. I love that we're still talking about this Evergreen list from 2 days ago. Evergreen does not mean books I love. I know.
People had a lot of fun.
It was a blast. I'm not going to lie. I don't think I've laughed that hard on a live stream in a long time. I hope ROM doesn't sell out by next payday. I think since it was like the most well-ordered omnibus, I think you'll be okay. I think there's all the covers are still available. I'll have to check as far as distribution. Omar, are there any reprints among those announcements? Because we still have the remaining unannounced Omnis from your top 20, specifically those X-Men OHCs. I mean, one of them is from last year's list also. Maybe. Omar, I love your channel and all you do, buddy. Thanks, man. Thank you. Thank you for that, Kenny. Marvel should have never renamed the Dark Phoenix Omni. Omar, Melanie, are you guys excited for Avatar?
Correct? I'm just leaving because I'm not in the stream. I'm just leaving, correct?
Wait.
Leave studio. I'm not pushing the wrong button.
Just X out up at the top is hit stay and then up there.
Okay.
Just to make sure. Yes, Amanda and I are going to review it. We're very excited for it. Can't be any worse than M. Night Shyamalan's Avatar, right? Or
Final Shadow said Spider-Man sells, so they don't even need to be on an Evergreen list. They'll just get reprinted.
Yeah, but it's the waiting around in years. It's why I think an Evergreen list is important. And I don't think they'll ever do one, right? But
hey, Beastlass, how are you? And he's asking if you can pronounce Chichester?
Chichester.
Oh, okay.
I don't even have my tea. Chichester.
Chichester. Let's see.
The Monkey Man,
said, I think you missed my earlier chat, but we need an Evergreen list of books to never be reprinted. Live stream. Vote for Phoenix Volume 1.
Wouldn't that be a twist? I get a completely different panel we vote for.
Oh, Beastlass says no with lots of O's.
Oh, no.
You're wrong.
Chichester? Wait, I did it the way Curtis pronounces it. He says Chichester. I said Chichester, and he corrected me. Is it Chichester? It's not Chichester, is it?
I don't know.
And I hope you're feeling better, buddy. Half Omnibus needs to be released, reprinted in Evergreen. Circuit 42. No, it does not. If Marvel adds Hobgoblins Lives to the Roger Stern Omnibus, I feel like it would make a good Evergreen Omnibus.
Oh.
Honestly, I feel like that book is going to be obsolete here in the next few years because we're going to get Amazing Spider-Man 7 one day, right? And Spectacular 2. So if they want people to buy it, they would have to add something like that. Aria, why are you playing with me, Aria?
Chai.
That's what I said, Chichester. And
all right. He said, say it like Hitchester. Hitchester with no gap in the middle. Hitchester.
Chichester.
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 Or is it still Chai?
So like the T? Chai?
Instead of emphasizing the first syllable?
Chichester.
You're putting the emphasis on the wrong syllable.
I'm from Peru. I don't even know what a syllable is.
What about Worcestershire sauce?
No, that took me a while.
Worcestershire.
I think honestly, in the state of Kentucky, we kind of wing how we say Worcestershire sauce.
I just do it weird on purpose.
In Kentucky, I don't know if anybody is here yet from Kentucky, but we seem to add an R to a lot of words for no reason.
Yeah.
Like instead of saying washing machine, we say washing machine. You've seen that, right? Washing machine. Mm-hmm. That's a very popular one. I'm going to Washington, D.C. Oh God, make it stop. You made this happen, B-Slash.
Lionheart, I hope you're having a blast in Florida. Let's see.
I thought about you the other day.
I'm on vacation, St. Petersburg. Look, are you wearing this little number like Alf's wearing?
Yes, he's wearing a leisure suit.
I'll be attending the Royal Rumble tonight.
Oh, you're going.
Melanie, you're aware that Jess wants you on a live episode of Saturdays in the Batcave? Yes, I am. Right? That's what he asked me earlier this week. Thank you for asking.
I told him
in March.
He needs to quit taking all my co-hosts. He's borrowing Peter. I'm like, dude, get your own co-host.
Fun. In Florida.
Are you wearing a leisure suit?
Yeah.
I thought about you the other day. I was like, I haven't seen Lionheart. Man, he must be taking one heck of a vacation. It's not just Kentucky. When I went to school in Pittsburgh, some of my Western PA locals, Pennsylvania, would wash their clothes.
Wait, is Ben physically going? Or are you watching on TV?
I think he's watching it on TV.
Look for Lionheart.
I hate how people try to pronounce Shang-Chi all proper. I'm from the South, where we say it like Chang, not Chong. I think it's Shang, right? Yeah, I think the movies really have destroyed the way I've pronounced things to begin with. Anyway, like Thanos.
Did you watch the Lock and Key Netflix series? Did you?
I did. I did not like it.
Well, Jacob loves the comic.
I love the
comic. Not started the show. Haven't heard much about it.
The show has a different tone, and it's a weird tone because it's like, is it a kid show with adult themes? And I don't know who the heck the target audience is. But I mean, it did well enough that it got 3 seasons, I think. So somebody really liked it.
Ringmaster's here. Good morning, Mentees. I love the Evergreen video, but Omar, how did you not have Wolverine at Volume 1 on your list?
Probably because I thought Spider-Man was more of a fitting character, because you're only given 3 slots, right? Like, I don't know what anybody else is going to choose. I only know the top 3 for me. And I was like, Uncanny, like that's the choice. Spider-Man 1, that's the choice. And then I went with New Avengers. Oh gosh, I guess I was wrong on all 3. But I thought it was more fitting for Spidey to get a solo story, since he is the flagship. Like, he is what made Marvel Comics, despite Fantastic Four coming out first, it's Spider-Man that put Marvel Comics on the map.
My husband was so sweet and picked this up for me yesterday because it was so hard to find the first issue of Ultimate Spider-Man. And then A+ Comics and Lexington got 2 more issues in. So he held one for me and Omar picked it up. So I just want to give him a shout out on your stream. Thanks, baby.
You're welcome.
So last night, 7:00, I got in bed to read this. And I'm excited. I'm excited for this. Oh, it's awesome. It's thick too. Yeah, I'm excited. I won't give any spoilers at all. But it's got a strong start. And then I just laid in bed without reading, and then finally fell asleep. And then I didn't even set my alarm. I'm like, oh, if it's like 7:45 and I'm starting to fall asleep, surely I'll wake up in time. I don't need to set my alarm. Nope. Got up at 9:40. I still could have slept. I got like 13 and a half hours of sleep. And it was amazing. The end.
You'll tell the best stories.
Chichester.
Oh.
Chichester.
No, she's saying
Chichester.
She's saying See, I don't know if you're aware of this, Beastlass, or not, but in like Latin American countries, we have A, B, C, Che, D, E, F, A, right? Like in the alphabet, we have a CH as part of our alphabet. So for me, seeing words like that, I'm like, che.
What's the tone like for the original?
It's I mentioned it. It's kind of like adult, but still like teenager type of show. Like, you ever seen like Are You Afraid of the Dark? Those kind of shows. So it's a little bit like that, but it has adult themes and stuff. That
Carlos started reading Berserk last night.
Oh, I got your email. I just haven't had a chance to read it though. Thank you.
Pitching a Marvel. God, thank you for the super chat.
Oh, dude.
Thank you. To see
Maverick. The series is phenomenally underrated. It is drawn by the phenomenal Jimmy Chung, who watches my show. Jim Chung, shout out to Jim Chung, who calls me the Uncanny Omar. That was really flattering. But nobody talks about this series. It's never been collected in trade paperbacks. It has enough to have one trade, and that's it. Call it a day, right? You have his early appearances. You have, the stuff in there drawn by Jim Lee. Hell, give him a Jim Lee cover. That's fine. Whatever, to sell the book.
Who's Maverick?
He's one of the Weapon X projects characters.
Oh.
He came around the same time. He was created by Jim Lee.
Oh, cool.
He came out that same time.
So he looks cool? Probably looks cool.
Of course he looks cool.
Okay.
Jim Lee designed it. For no reason. For no reason has a like half metal mask. We in Latin American countries, Omar living in the U.S. for it. Shut up, Max.
Have you read The Endly by Remender?
Of course. I love it. Very underrated. Where's my buddy? Is my buddy Alex here today? He loves this book. He's like, this is the best Remender book.
Carlos just wanted to thank you.
Oh, thank you, man. And I'll be reading your email, and I'll promise to get back to you. This is one of the few books that has not been reprinted by Image, but it can still be found pretty cheap on third-party market sites. It was published by Dark Horse, so if you're OCD about your books and the way they look, you're gonna have a different logo, but also it's just a little bit taller than the Image Rick Remender library. That and Gigantic are the two books that have not been reprinted as far as like the Rick Remender stuff.
New Spooky Channel dropping knowledge.
Okay, what's the knowledge?
I was having a combo conversation with my uncle recently and mentioned Neymar. He said Neymar is just a copy of Aquaman. I had to point out that Neymar came over 2 full years.
Oh,
prior.
okay. So you're one of those nephews, huh? Actually, uncle.
One of those nephews.
Yeah. If I was your uncle, I'd be like, get the hell out of my house. Drivers.
Well, you don't know where they are.
Oh.
Maybe they were at Walmart.
Well, if they were at the barber shop, I'd have left you there. I'll see you, nephew. Dummy.
Have you seen the Daredevil Born Again set photo?
I haven't. So no spoilers, because usually Amanda's the one that spoils that stuff for me. No, I haven't. So I hope there's some goodies there. Omar, my absolute edition.
Floppy belly.
Okay.
I got those fingers like everything everywhere all at once. Those fingers.
You look like the car dealership, like
I'm
balloon
dancing.
Yeah, I have never read any X-Men. Could try to convince me to start?
I
don't know if I should trust.
There's lots of stuff I haven't read. My name's Astonishing.
Stay away from the Phoenix Omnibus, that's for sure.
Well, I halfway wanted to kind of match Omar's, and then the others I really, really like Astonishing X-Men, and I think that's a great place to start.
Astonishing is great. Uncanny. I stay with my statement that Uncanny 1 is a must. 2, 3 is the best one out of those, though. You like Events? Events are good, right? Mutant Massacre solid. Fall of the Mutants is solid. Those are good. I really like those. Easy to get into. Get to know a lot of the characters.
You prefer Celsius or Fahrenheit?
I prefer whatever we use in the country I live in. So I don't get confused and do the maths, because my maths ain't mathing sometimes. New Warriors Epic, Scotty Smalls. I hope sometime. That was on the lineup in 2020. That was one of the books. He was like, Omar, when David and I were texting, we were on a hike, and that's when he.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh, we were on a hike, and that's when I found out about Wolverine Omnibus Volume 2. He's like, hey, we're gonna go ahead and do it. Oh. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'll never forget that, because we were hiking and the service kept dropping in and out. And he told me, he's like, we're also thinking about doing a modern epic line. And he gave me some of the names, and New Warriors was one of the, and then I guess they changed their mind about is like where modern epics start.
Look, I like when Melanie's goofy side. I bet as a teacher, she's super strict.
Oh yeah.
In some things, and other things, no. Oh, my study hall this week got on my nerves, though, right? Just find something quiet to do.
Oh, never mind. It's a story I can't remember now. Yeah, like I was thinking about a teacher and how she did all this work, and one of these kids made her feel like crud. I can't remember what it was. I'll never touch an X-Men book after that.
I think naming Omnis is important because, like, the Phoenix Omni, for example, Daredevil, Marvel Knights, before I looked what was included, I didn't know it took place before Bendis. Thought it was a team-up Omni. Oh, gotcha. Okay.
I think if they were to do it now, it would be different. I think it would be like Daredevil by Quesada.
How come we don't got Walter Simonson Fantastic Four Omni? MV Maps didn't write it that way. I just added it in my country twang.
It would be.
How come we ain't got none of the Walter Simonson Fantastic Four omnibus?
It would be a very thin omnibus. It would be like it actually might be thinner than the Mark Miller omnibus. Yeah, I don't know, but I hope we get one.
Did you ever cry when you were told about Omni coming out?
Cry? Like manly eye sweat? Yeah, I think when New Warriors 2, that was a big one for me.
Aw.
I mean, that one meant a lot to me. And then he was like, yeah, we're calling it the Omar Omnibus around the office. I was like, that's really sweet. I'm trying to think. Like, that one's a big one. That was a big win. Wolverine 2 was a big win. Ultimate Spider-Man 2 was a big win. Because whenever you're suggesting things to somebody and they actually do it, and you all proved that, I was, not that I was right, but we were right in saying these things need to be reprinted because I promise they will sell. Because it could have gone bad, right? I could have been like, look, I keep hearing everybody talk about Ultimate Spider-Man. And if they had reprinted it and not been able to do it, reprinted it and not sell, oh man, that would have been bad, right? But no, you all really wanted these books reprinted, and when they announced them, and there was all kinds of excitement, and then now we got a volume 2, 3, and announced the 4, and I mean Wolverine's the same way. We got a 5 coming. Those are all wins for me.
In the most wanted omnibus poll, can we suggest omnis that don't exist? Like an X-Men, the animated series companion, with the series not collecting the first one?
That's okay, so the reprint poll will be one, because that's easy, right? The second one that we're gonna do on the channel is working with Tiger Eyes. We're actually meeting this Sunday. So this Sunday, tomorrow, to talk about how we can do it and use the poll to do it. That will be the one that you're thinking about. Like how to, and then we're gonna do a DC one too, by the way. So big shout out to James and Tiger Eyes and Chris, and Taylor wants to get in on that, and Taylor's like, you should make it live and I can help you with like the visuals. And I'm like, that's a lot of work, dude. And he was like, I don't mind, I'm offering. And I'm like, okay. So we may do something a little bit different this time. Instead of me going through a list of omnis that are out of print, maybe do it live to explain like how many printings it's at. It would be a long video. And of course, I'll leave a list for people that can't watch long videos like that. I get it, right? Long videos are not for everybody. So says TikTok and YouTube Shorts. Believe me.
What about the results of last year's Omni reprints? How did we do?
You'll find out in 2 more weeks how many are left from last year.
So thanks for asking.
I promise, Beast. I don't leave you all just hanging. I always show the results before talking about the new reprints. Yeah. I just really want a hardcover of the Arthur Adams covers. I mean, that came really close with the Arthur Adams Omnibus, right? I'm surprised they didn't do the X series, the Ultimate X series that he did with Jeff Loeb.
Dear Omni, which character story on paper looks great but turned out to be a huge bomb, and why? Was it Sleepwalker? I don't know Sleepwalker.
Sleepwalker's a character from the 90s. He was okay. I actually have a soft spot in my heart for those characters.
I don't have an answer for this one.
I hate to sound like the stereotypical, 90s boy, but yeah, a lot of the Image titles, they looked great. The idea was fun, but Brigade, Youngblood, Wildcats, visually cool, but just not so good. I read God Country for the first time yesterday. It's so good. Oh, that's awesome, man. I love that book.
Morning, Omar and Melanie.
What's
Hi,
up, Omni Nation? How you doing, buddy?
You guys are awesome. What is you guys? What's our favorite comic book moment of all time?
Oh shoot, that's a hard one. I can do. I can do top 10, and
yeah, I don't think
I can do top 10. And like, sir, I'd like to shake your hand is one of the best moments in X-Men, and that's taking it out of context. But one of my favorite moments comes from Daredevil, Born Again, because I just reread it and I did the gallery video yesterday and I mentioned it, and it's when the Kingpin realizes he effed up and let Matt Murdock live, and the whole line about for a man without hope is a man without fear. Like, oh my God, that's some great A writing. Like, that's Frank Miller. Like Frank Miller. Oh, that he was a different beast back then. Oh, how unfair a writer to do Batman Year One and deliver, and then Born Again. Like, oh, it was good. There's a lot of good moments. I love to make that list. Actually, people have asked me to do something like that in the past. So maybe for my birthday, I'll make that list.
Like, look, Sean just looks like of all time.
All time.
All right, what about Berserk? Yeah, what if it was like narrowed down to like your favorite titles of those titles? What are your favorite?
Oh,
titles?
I can do that.
Like,
that's easier. Yeah. Like X-Men, I can do a top 10. I can do top 30 of X-Men. Kentaro, oh man, the goodbye letter to Jubilee when Wolverine says goodbye. Oh, it gets me every time, man. Issue 75. Is there any other manga like Kentaro Miura available in English? The ones that I would check out if you like Berserk, Vinland Saga and Vagabond. Those are really, really, really good. Vagabond, unfortunately, is not finished. Vinland Saga is coming out with the deluxe edition.
Wait.
Starting next month.
But his question was, is there other manga by Kentaro available?
Oh, yeah. Oh, gosh, what was it called? It was the kind of like Attack on Titan book that he did. Dang it, what is that called? Maximo? Not Maximo. Now I've got this stupid gigantic stuck in my head. No offense, Rick Remender. What was it called? It was Kentaro Miura. It was published by Dark Horse. It's only one volume. He took a break from Berserk to do it because he just wanted to have some fun. And people were so mad that he took a break from Berserk. Maximo Giganto. It's like Attack on Titan. I cannot remember the name. But
I can't
if you
remember
Google it.
either. Speaking of Born Again, was that a Daredevil gallery edition I saw on your thumbnail?
Shut up, Brian. I saw that comment. Yes, that is the gallery edition. That video comes out today, actually, because there's just so much. Just jumping in really quick to say, as always, I appreciate you guys. Chris, how are you, buddy? And I may see you guys at Lexington Comic-Con this year. I love Superman animated, so I got to I got to go to meet Tim Daly. Oh, ooh. Dude, out of curiosity, where are you?
Yeah, nice. That's a good one. That's a good one.
So. Oh, there's so many good moments in Sandman. Gigantomaxia. Thank you. That's it. Thank you, James. Thank you, everybody that was putting. Sorry, we're just catching up. Yeah. So that's it. That's the other title by Miura that's available in English. Omar, did you see that they've announced the Spawn Deluxe Edition 7? Yes. I guess the reprints and Volume 6 did good. Looking forward to more, hopefully. Oh, I'm sure there'll be more. He wants to go all the way to 300. You're in Chattanooga, Chattown, dude. That's what's up. Okay. I had a good friend of mine that I would go and visit in the summers down there. He's Usher's cousin. I don't know if you like Usher's music. I've been picking up Superior Spider-Man series by Dan Slott. Came back and I'm enjoying it. Yeah, I saw that issue 1 and 2 are out, right? The Avengers Initiative. Did you like the Sandman show? Yes, I did.
Oh yeah, I did.
Like, seriously, adaptation-wise, that in One Piece.
I sat with my comic, like, look at.
Yeah.
Like, oh, look at there's that.
Yeah, she did. She sat with the comic book and was like, "Oh my gosh, this is exactly like the comic book, right?" So yeah, as far as adaptations, that and One Piece are probably the
One
closest
Piece is
things
great, and it's not following
like adapted from
a lot
the,
of
from the
manga
comic books.
in terms of like the stuff with the Navy characters, and I think it's great. I was like, that makes sense. Yeah, you know,
I do. He looks just like Usher too. His name's Ursher. That's his real name.
It is not his name.
It is. His real name is Ursher. Usher.
Oh, I thought you meant the cousin.
Yeah.
Like you were
No,
like,
no,
Usher's
no.
name's Usher and his cousin's Usher.
Don't be stupid.
That's why I was yelling at you.
Giganto Maxia was actually really good. It's kind of like how Sandland is to Dragon Ball. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
one volume and that's it.
Michael
It was
would
really
know,
fun.
'cause look at his avatar.
Yeah, it's fun. And you know, dude, like I remember when that was coming out, when he announced he was taking a break from Berserk to do that, people in Japan lost it. They were like, "This is already taken forever. You need to get back on Berserk." Fans, man, we always seem to know better, don't we?
Is there a world of an Omnibus Volume 4? Because Marvel should capitalize on it, especially with Venom 3 movie.
I think it would be an Agent Ben Omnibus, but no, I haven't heard.
And do Spooky Channel. I'm going to read it. I'm going to read Trouble at some point in my life. My favorite comic moment is when in Trouble, May Riley, I can't talk, finds out. Well, I guess let's just save that for another time. What's a twist in comics you didn't see happening? Wait, but if we answer this, wouldn't it be?
That's a big spoiler.
It would be a spoiler.
Wait,
can we make a joke out of it? Like twist, like a dance?
There's so many though. Like, oh dang it, that would be a spoiler. All right, if you don't want any spoilers, put me on mute for a second. I'll raise my hand when you can unmute me.
Oh no!
I'm not gonna say why. Just right now, okay? Put me on mute if you don't want any spoilers or any comics, because sometimes
people aren't near their phones.
Oh dang it, I'm sorry. Okay, so you know what? I'll just keep it vague. Thunderbolts, the twist in Thunderbolts.
Yeah, there you go.
That's one of the biggest twists. The twist in House and Powers of X, one of the biggest twists. And I'm an X-Men guy, and I didn't see it coming.
Oh wait!
The twist in New Mutants at the very end of New Mutants. I was like, what? What the heck does that mean? I dug it. I dug that twist. I was a kid when I was reading that, and I was like, what? Yeah. Okay, holding my hand up. That's it. That's all I'll say.
We're off center. Scooch over. Teeny tiny bit. Thank you. Well, now we're not.
Why don't you read?
Your overview of Sandman Omni Volume 1 came out of nowhere a few months ago, and I loved it. Will you overview the next volumes? I think so. Sure. Thank you. Yeah, I love that. I filmed a review last week of Spider Shadow by Zdarsky, and just whenever Omar can get to it, I don't have time to edit it. It'll be coming out, and so it's a review of like me just fangirling a lot over it and be like, oh, this part's cool. Oh yeah, this part. Yeah. I realized afterwards, it's like, oh, there's not that much substance. It's just, it's let me share my passion with you.
Yeah,
It's
Rick's
so
Rick Bate has been trying to reach out to Nickelodeon about licensing his TMNT issues. So fingers crossed that happens. That would be cool. Because then with him and Dave Sims' Kickstarter issue of TMNT, we would have a complete unbreaking run. I mean, you'd have to go from book to book, but at least they would be collected somewhere. Yeah, Thunderbolt is the biggest twist in comics.
Thunderbolts.
I almost made a joke.
3. Your mom.
Final Shadow's got a good one, so don't highlight him. That's a really good one. That
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
Because that's a big one. That's one of the biggest.
4 people say Thunderbolts.
Yeah, if you didn't know, dude, that's what? Woo! So good. So good.
Yeah, Spider-Man, Spider Shadows. Oh, it's so awesome. We gave our extra copy. There's this student in my film studies class, and he's constantly doodling and drawing Spider-Man, and he's a good artist. So we gave him Spider-Man, Spider Shadow.
Spider-Man,
we got 2 copies. Here you
Shadow.
go. Oh,
and we gave him a copy. I like giving kids comics, read whatever makes them read. Or at least I like the idea of kids reading comics. So let me just get over here. All right.
Oh no!
So
my jingle.
It's okay.
I created it, but I was practicing every day, so I forget it, and I forgot to practice it.
Okay. This segment of the video is sponsored by BD Cosmos, the Canadian leader in graphic novels. They have physical storefront in Montreal, Quebec, and their website is BDcosmos.com. They offer 25% off your orders of $99 or more, free shipping everywhere in Canada with every order of $200 or more. They have shipping, exceptional shipping care. Your books will stay cozy through the rough Canadian weather and arrive to you in near mint condition. Melanie, you don't have to wink. You can do finger guns and eyebrows and wiggles if you want.
Because I can't wink.
After checkout, there you go. Let them know. Near mint condition sent you their way, and you'll be added to a monthly $25 gift card raffle. Entries are valid for new and returning customers. Don't be afraid to call, email them, ask questions. Their staff is always happy to help guide you towards the right purchase. Visit their website, bdcosmos.com, for more info.
All right. Let's try this out. Let's try it out, y'all.
All right, here we go. Breaking news.
BD Cosmos, with rewards and raffles, taking care of customers in Canada. A?
You said A?
Instead of T. Let's try it out. BD Cosmos. Check them out. That's my jingle.
I just got a message. He said, Omar, lose my number and please lose your wife.
Cosmos, with rewards and raffles, because I wanted to highlight that. I think that's cool. Taking care of customers in Canada.
I just had to let my Transformer brother know. Also, HasLab Robots in Disguise Omega Prime coming soon. Huh. Dude, I actually got to hang out with
Daniel Warren Johnson's going to be at Heroes Con?
With Daniel Warren Johnson at
Are we going to be gone?
New York Comic Con. Hold on, baby. Let me answer the question first. And he was such a cool guy to hang out with just for a little while, right? Like we had like a private it was like a private thing for PR and press and stuff. So there was like 20 people in the room, including the creators. That was really cool. I would love to chat with him though. I keep meaning to reach out to him for an interview. So yeah, he's great. I think he's a funny dude, and I really enjoy his stuff. And I'm so glad he's doing something like Transformers and loving it. Yeah,
it's really interesting to listen to his director commentaries. They did live streams over his Transformer issues, and like really diving in depth into like certain specific panels, like the whole page. Spent 5 minutes talking about it, and a lot of it is like, I could have done this better, but it's a win. It's good. It's good. I could have done this better. It's good.
Middle
He's very
school
hard on himself.
Nephew is getting Batman Hush Tray, Demon Slayer figure, and Bleach manga book for his birthday. So proud of him.
Oh,
now that's awesome. That's awesome. Hey, Paige, the reveal in Wolverine 2 issue 75. Remember when that was a controversy? It's on the cover. Cozy comics are the best comics. Omar, any word on the extra issues will contain the Green Lantern? And yeah, I did an announcement of that video already. Oh gosh, 3 months ago, I think. If you want to go back, it's like the DC solicitations. Yeah.
Heroes Con's the 14th and 16th.
Of what?
But we may be doing Lydia's birthday.
Yeah.
Of June.
I don't know if we're going to be able to go this year. We'll talk about it though.
Okay.
I thought that they hadn't officially announced that with HasLab yet, and it's being announced for the next live stream. Ooh, USA Melanie has been replaced by her Dark Mirror Canadian.
Tina.
Hooray, Melanie, and no pick for a book, Omar. Hooray, Melanie, and I don't pick a book, Omar. Oh, he's talking about the live stream. And he fans of Spider-Man, the new animated series, the 2003. Maybe there's one, maybe two. Oh. Viva Perú, carajo. ¿Cómo están ustedes? Nosotros estamos bien. ¿Cómo estás tú, hermano?
Jack, thank you for the super
¿Cómo está?
Chat.
Allá, tú estás en Perú, ¿no? ¿Hace calor allá? Porque aquí hace frío en Kentucky.
Since I pulled up the Pingu meme, I want to show this is
is that from Gabriel?
Gabriel. He 3D printed Pingu. Look at that. That's terrific. He looks so cute. I said, can I show this on the stream? Yeah, there's the 3D printed Pingu by Gabriel. Which one?
They're here.
There you go. Do you think one day we will get a web of Spider-Man Omni book of epics?
Yeah, of course we will. I think we're still a little bit away from that, but I think we will. Yeah, of course.
Oh, yeah.
We got our first spectacular, so that's good. And yeah, I think we will.
Wrong one.
What?
I was pulling up who's Student of the Week.
Oh, okay. Hello from Phoenix, Robert Marquez. Omar, yo vivo en Nueva Jersey. Carajo. Yo pensaba que estabas en Perú. Olvídate. Hace frío allá en Nueva Jersey. But it's actually frío in Kentucky, or just for Kentucky, because it's actually kind of cold here in Massachusetts. Sí, hace frío. ¿Tú también hablas español, Hamza? That wouldn't surprise me. At this point, assuming no heroes for YouTube. Boo. I get it. But boo. Sorry, Josh.
Heroes Con is awesome. I'm ready.
Is Spectacular Spider-Man Omnibus good? Yeah, it's great, man.
We got another language to boot.
Nope, that's the volume 1. It's good. I like that.
At this moment, I would like to. Nope. Okay.
Okay, there. I'm gonna say
It's okay.
hello, Omar and Melanie.
No, I'm ready.
Melanie, what 3 Marvel
I'm ready.
Omnis would you have in your Evergreen list? You wanted to talk about that the other day, but go ahead and tell me about your students of the week
I don't
first.
have an answer. I don't have an answer.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Richard. I'm not good at recalling what's been published.
Let me get to this one, and then we can do that. Do you think they'll announce anything about Ultimate Spider-Man Omnibus Volume 2 reprint? No. I know that they're not, because I'm the guy that gets to announce it. It's not on the list.
Daniel Warren Johnson has dead air on his stream, and I don't mind.
He's also Daniel Warren Johnson.
It's okay. Sometimes I have dead air.
Okay. Hold on. No bickering, because I need to tell him that. Don't forget to go come back to the channel and vote on the reprint poll. That will be coming in February. Okay, that's how you get books reprinted. Okay, go ahead, baby.
Oh, thank you, Transcendent Travis.
Who is your students of the week this time?
I am a high school English teacher, and I like to announce students of the week for people who are either improving their work ethic, or they're always on top of things, always on point. They're passionate about what they're creating. So for this week, Jaden in first period English, congratulations, you're student of the week, as well as in second period film studies, Levi, you're always doing a terrific job working. Thank you. And Annie in third period film studies as well. Good job. And first period creative writing, Jordan, it's good to have you back. And then in second period, Juju, congratulations, you got student of the week. Congrats, guys.
Good job. Stay in school.
And now I have sought to find the thing again because you wouldn't let me do it after I took a picture of the time stream. Let's fight. I
really wish those students are watching right now going, man, Mrs. V is so mean to her poor husband. He's just chewing food, trying to eat as fast as possible. She's yelling at him for no reason.
What show do you like? The anime show from Disney.
Oh, there you go. They were asking about the 2003 Spider-Man show.
What do I reread the most? Okay.
Well, she does this a lot.
I want to reread Berserk again. I guess that could be Evergreen. When I think of it that way, that's easier. Venom and Spider-Man. Well, what do I reread the most? Maybe it's not easy.
Sandman. Those are good. You read a lot of Spider-Man, but it's funny because she forgot she read it the first time, so it doesn't feel like she's rereading it.
I really don't think I read Spider Shadow.
You did.
Which I don't see how I couldn't not have read.
Well, this video 3 years from now when we're doing this live stream, you're going to be like, I didn't read
read
Spider Shadow.
I didn't review it. What are you talking about?
Which I don't know if it's a curse or a blessing.
Y'all, isn't it ironic? I'm an English teacher. I can remember what I read if it's prose way better than if it's a comic. If it's a comic, I'm like, that was a month ago. I don't remember what I read. Isn't that odd? I don't know. Okay, yeah. Look, you guys asked for me. Thank you. The Deadpool cable, but I've only read it once though. I feel like kind of this point, there's just so much to read that I haven't, maybe I haven't reread things a whole lot except for like Sandman or Berserk. Mr. Miracle. But there's just so much to read that.
There is. Correct.
What is your least read comic?
Trouble.
Just wait at a shelf. There's so many shelves. Haven't read that. Trouble.
Once was good enough, and it wasn't even good.
You're right. Oh, that's so good. I'll totally reread that again. In a few years, I'll read Deadpool and Cable. Can you please show your custom bound Omni of Madame Xanadu? Oh, is that?
Maybe a little bit later. Hit me up, Doc Holiday, because you know I love you, and I will. Just remind me.
Yeah, like because editing Josh's comic Bang, which is terrific, and asked about characters she couldn't remember from Bang. Got the darkest chapter from it. Like,
Michael,
like, that was like 2 years ago. I don't remember who I read.
You like Made in Abyss? I know Tina, you like Made in Abyss, right?
Is that a comic or is it a movie?
No, it's a manga, and then they made it into an animated movie and a show.
Ironwalk Jan. I don't reread them though. But gee, James, thanks for remembering. I love collecting them.
I think Trouble is gonna be like, we got so many copies thanks to Bruce. Bruce has a wonderful big heart. Sent us all the copies.
All the copies that exist.
And what we'll do is probably if somebody wins something, maybe the Omnibus people, I'll sneak in a Trouble for them. Hold some back, of course, for a big giveaway when we hit 100K or a little over 100K. Just knowing how we schedule things.
Yeah, it will be after.
Oh, thank you so much, Bruce. Knock on wood, HVAC seems to be fine right now. Pipes, we're gonna have somebody scheduled to come in next week to kind of check out everything.
But yeah, both of them. It was like a loose wire and the pipe.
It was kicking off the breaker, and the first guy didn't notice, so it happened again. Bruce. But thank you, man. That's really kind. Yeah.
This is the person that sent us 13 copies of Trouble.
Thank you, Bruce, for that. Hi, Omar, Melanie, and fellow Minties just got home, but still in time for half the live stream. Thank you, Dana. So happy to have you here.
Recommendations for starting Winter Soldier.
Oh, no, I don't think you have to read Captain America Winter Soldier, Return of the Winter Soldier. That's the one, the Brubaker one. It's a great series, and I know it's an omnibus format, but believe it or not, there are other formats you can get it in. There's a complete collection you can get it in. You can get it in trade paperbacks. So yeah, absolutely. Does anyone else sometimes skip content in the omnibus because you've had still? Oh yeah, Alex.
I would if I remembered, but I don't.
every day I have to. Like this, I'm recording this later today, and I have read this, and it's still fresh on the mind. Like I remember the Gaunt, I remember all that stuff, and so I just kind of skim myself, like speed read, like, oh yeah, that's right. That's it. No, it's Scorpia, not Scorpina. I almost called her Scorpina. Okay, that's what I do. Like a speed read. You ever seen Short Circuit where Johnny Five's like, that's what I do with Omnis, because if I've read them in the past, right? I'm like, okay, ready for a video. Let's do it, baby. Your brain still got it. I don't know how long.
I could hear audibly, like I heard you like tap your finger on your head. You must have really hit your head hard.
That's what I do.
You have a hard head. I'm rereading Norse mythology because we have that beautiful deluxe edition. And I did skip a couple of those because I had recently read either the prose book or the comic. I was like, okay, yeah, I'll skip these. But I hadn't read the third volume, so I'm making my way up towards it.
Yeah. So sometimes when people ask me, how do you read so much? It's not.
He's got a good memory.
Well, it helps to have a really good memory, and I don't know how I did it because it wasn't like I was the smartest kid in school. I think I did really well,
To have a good memory, it makes you feel smart. Like I don't feel smart if I can't recall what I read. I'm like,
well, I think when it comes to couples, though, like my friends and our family thinks that you're the smart one, which you are. But I always forget that I had a full ride. I had a full ride to.
Yes, and you were like in the. Yeah, you had. I'm sorry, it's cut off. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm not tooting my own horn, but I always forget that I was like, oh wait, I also had the scholarship, a full ride.
Yeah,
I forget that because you are the smart one, though, and that's okay.
We're both smart in our own ways.
Yes, I'm street smart, and you would get.
Oh yeah. No, a third of my life I've spent taking martial arts self-defense classes. Thank you very much.
But I'm okay with our family and friends thinking you're the smart one, though, because I don't care. They can think I'm the guy that reads comics. I'm fine with that.
What happens in New Warriors issue 12?
Don't do this. That's part of the Forever Yesterday story arc, I think. 10 is the one with the White Queen. Yeah, Forever Yesterday, part 2, I think. I think.
How?
Because I love that. It's the New Warriors, though. If you ask me, like, what happened in Captain America, like 345, I'd be like, oh god,
okay, that's true.
I have to actually think about that one.
Yeah, that's true. brains are different how they retrieve information.
Yeah.
I can't. Yeah, it's hard to be put on the spot. Put on the spot.
I think that's why, I've been complimented in the past why I have such an easy time with live streams, because it just comes to me so quick. I don't have to sit there and go, oh gosh, what's his name? Are you making fun of me on my own live stream?
Yes.
Look, I already had enough of that on Thursday's show.
Well, oh shoot, there we go. Well, the Ghost Rider epics be incomplete. Ghost Rider did crossovers and issues of Human Fly and Team America.
Team America? Do you really want those, though?
What's Team America?
They're the motorcycle group. They showed up in... No. Because remember, Team America showed up in New Mutants. So, but they were... Oh, maybe. I don't know. Was it in the Masterworks? You're talking about the old classic one, right? Good morning, Omar and Melanie. Picked up the She-Hulk Breaking the Fourth Wall trade paperback. Have a good weekend and a nice week. Oh, you too, Earl. Thank you. I don't know. I'm gonna head out. Peace out.
We need to talk
Much
about
love
Walt.
back to you, buddy. Omar is the smart one. Thank you. And Melanie's the intelligent one.
Yeah, there you go.
I like that.
We need to...
Thank you, Melanie, for teaching Omar to speak English. I really think that some of my viewers may believe that. Whatever. That's fine.
That would take a lot of time and dedication.
What's my favorite Harley Quinn outfit? I really like the classic one, the Jester one. I don't know why. I don't think it would look good live. Oh, no, we know it doesn't because it was in the first Suicide Squad as a flashback. So I can see why they changed her outfit, like modernize it, right? But I don't know. I kind of like it gives her that creepy factor too.
Walt. Thank you. Shout out to Walt.
All right. So this part of the episode is sponsored by Walt's Comic Shop. And let me tell you about them. They're based out of Berlin, Germany, and they have big book deals every month. And this month, they have Ultimate Spider-Man Volume 4, both covers for €79.99. And Aquaman by Peter David Omnibus, €100. These are for pre-order for the month of February. So keep that in mind. And if you tell them Near Mint Condition sent you their way, you can have hold on a second. Let me make sure I got this. At the checkout, you get free shipping for all EU countries with your first order of over €40 or more, and flat shipping rates of €12 for all EU countries. And that's Walt's Comic Shop.
Your reliable source for Omnis and premium collected editions. Oh no, I messed it up.
What's happening?
Walt's Comic Shop, your reliable source for... I can't do it anymore, guys.
Okay. Walt,
Chat,
ignore this. Go, hey, calm down. All right.
BD Cosmos.
Wooza.
Walt's Comic Shop, your reliable source for Omnis and premium collected editions in Europe. Ting, ting, ting. No, I gotta practice on my off hours.
Whoa. All right. Really sorry. Joining late. It's okay, Gary.
The two songs.
What is the biggest thing I've missed so far? That I am smart. That's what you missed.
No,
people have been asking me about this. Okay. Yo, Omar, you got any of them announcements? Yes, the announcements are coming back tomorrow. That's the big thing. They are coming back tomorrow. Today, if you're on Patreon, and yeah, excited to talk about these. There's a total of 7 videos. I'm considering them 6. 5 of them will have early access, and 1 of them, or 2 of them won't, for reasons. But there you go. That's what's going on. That's what you missed. That was big. Yeah.
Thank you.
You got this, Melanie. 2 jingles, too many.
My confidence was shot.
Set a panic attack on the air.
Jingle short circuit. It's 1 too many. Colon fire.
That's what you get for making fun of me.
Oh, Alex ordered those this morning. Those
have been ordered this morning. Good, Alex. And Alex, it was so good to see you on the book club. We have a book club on our Patreon every month where we see your pretty faces along with ours, and we chat about the book that you all vote on. Yeah.
SB, thank you for the
super chat. Hey, Omar, if you had to place a bet, would you bet your money for or against the likelihood that we will get a Thunderbolts Ellis Dark Green Omnibus?
Oh,
Oh, 4. Yeah, there's no way they're gonna leave that out. No, it's for it, and I don't have any inside information as far as that though. Like, it's not like I was told.
Dylan wants one.
Here's the plan for the next 3 years, right? Like, they don't really work like that. It's the only thing. The reason I knew about ROM is because I knew how long David had been working on it, and what was that, 2-3 years, and I finally got to announce it. But normally it's like it's funny because I was looking at the list because Peter and I are going to do a recap video, right? As soon as all the announcements are out, the next 6-7 videos are out, we're going to do a recap video, talk about each book, and then kind of like we did last time, I'll write down some notes for people that have like suggestions. Hey, maybe they should add this, or is it too late to add this? And what's interesting is I was about to send them the list, or I'm sorry, I was making the list. I can't send them because I haven't announced all of them yet. And I noticed, I'm like, oh my goodness, this is the original list I got from David. And there are 7 books that have been moved out. And they've been replaced by other books. Some being a reprint and some being just other books that they wanted to do. And that's kind of the way they work, right? Like, Dazzler, a little behind the scenes, the Dazzler Omnibus replaced a Star Wars book. I'm not going to say which one. But it was like decided the morning of, because I was filming my video for the Star Wars one, and David's like, hey, don't film that yet. We made a change. And I'm like, oh, okay. I thought they added content. They were like, no, I decided to go ahead and do a Dazzler Omnibus now. And, we'll move this one to another day. So a little behind the scenes of how they work sometimes. Sometimes they change their minds like that. I can't even remember the question. What was the question?
Oh, shoot. And I was going to say something too.
Quick shout out to Max from CGN for his awesome customer service. He recently helped me out with an order. Thanks very much. I will let him know if you said that.
Newspaper Channel heard there's a Discord book club coming up soon for Near Mint Conditions Patreon members. I just wish I knew where I could find them and what affordable fiscal options they may have for me. So for our Patreon, it starts at $1 tier to support the channel so that Omar can do this as his job because he's working so many hours, right? Like, this is his job, this is how he's making money. And he couldn't do it without Patreon. So thank you guys so much.
Seriously. Thank you.
At the $5 tier, you get access to Discord, which is a great positive place. And we've got some terrific moderators. And that for the book club channel on the Discord, that they also meet and have book club meetings as in addition to the monthly Zoom meeting for the book club.
Mm-hmm.
And a $7.77 tier is the book club and the Ask Me Anything. I think in the $10 tier, you get, in the $10 tier, you get your name at the end of the credits. And
recognition.
Keep look out for the $35 tier is one-on-one. It's sold out currently. One-on-one, what's it called? Consultation with Omar. And you get to have a monthly meeting with him. Yeah,
that's been a blessing. That has been sold out since day one. Because I remember when I was first starting the Patreon, for the people that have been with us for a long time, you knew it took me a long time to decide on that because I'm horrible at asking for money. Because I was like, oh, they already get free content. And anyway, so I was like, I'm just going to open up a one-on-one. And I'm like,
I'll come back to you, Mega Shrimpster.
There's no way that people are going to pay to want to talk to me. Within the first day, like I had, 17 slots? And I was like, I was doing the math. I'm like, I need to put a limit on this. I need to put a cap on it because if I don't, there goes a lot of my reading time and editing time and filming. Oh my gosh. So it was very, very, very kind and overwhelming.
When a spot becomes available, do you put a message out on Patreon?
Not really, because there were so many people that have asked me. But if you message me, I kind of let people know ahead of time. Like,
okay. So there's like a waiting list.
It's almost like a waiting list, but it's me remembering who it was, and I'm horrible with that. But it's been a blessing. It's been really cool. I've helped curate so many collections, and sometimes I've just made friends. Like, it's been wonderful. Has the contents of the Aquaman Omnibus been revealed? No, not yet. Not yet. We still don't know what it is. It should be solicited next month.
It's the Care Bears Omni that's a secret. Did Marvel do an omnibus of Spider-Man and Deadpool? Is there?
Oh yeah, you got two of the biggest sellers. Yeah, that's a top seller. Yeah.
Do you hear about the What
did.
If Aliens miniseries? What
Paul
if Burke
Reiser's
had
writing.
lived? Written by Paul Reiser. Oh,
Yeah, Paul
cool.
Reiser's the guy that played the character of Burke. Aliens, do you remember him? He's the sleazy guy that works for the corporation that tried to. You remember Aliens, right?
No, yeah,
great book.
vaguely. Hey, I remember reading the comic. What was that? It was good. That I read a couple years ago.
That was the Philip Kennedy Johnson one.
Yeah, that was a good one.
They've been doing a good job with those. Michael Rambo, I want Strange Academy Omnibus and the Unappreciated Royal Family Inhumans. Marvel Bab, how are you, buddy? Hey, Omar.
I have something that should put your mind at ease. Here in Canada, one of the Canadian wholesale type websites, I just found the Phoenix Omni for $59.99,
which is
$45 US dollars. Oh, there you go.
I don't think I'm ever gonna live that one. Like how? There's only two books I'm waiting for pre-orders: Dazzler Buzz and New Avengers. When will they be up for pre-order? When was the announcement of? Is New Avengers September? If it's September, pre-orders might go up next month. And no, it's not May. It would be in the June solicitations. He was so good. That character's awesome. Of course, I'll review your comic story, Jack Ferry. You got one?
Or is that the name of it? Is it a story called My Comic?
Oh, that is a good question.
I don't know.
These Peruvians and their English.
That wouldn't be a Silver Age Aquaman Omni.
Sadly, no, Dana. It's the Peter David one. It's the Peter David.
So, will you be dropping 6 separate Omni announcements?
No. I need to spread them out, and I'm actually waiting for. David already gave me the green light, and the legal department has given me the green light. I'm waiting for my the gentleman over there that we schedule out the announcements, so the catalog doesn't come out and stuff, which has happened in the past. Thank you, Alex. You're so kind. Consultation here. What do you talk about?
Pogs? There's only so much talk of Pogs one can have.
We talk about everything. I mean, some people straight up business like, hey, this is my bookshelf. Let's get this done. And I'm like, yeah, of course. New Avengers, I think, was for October, November. Oh, if it's like October, November, then you're probably looking at the June, July solicitations. Yeah.
Checks.
But they might leak out at Amazon first.
I'm surprised that they aren't using the cover to Ghost Rider 1 for the Omni. It seems like an obvious choice. Any idea why they aren't using it?
In the past, when I've asked about covers, when I used to like, oh, you should use this for a cover. By the way, I did recently do a cover suggestion because one of my announcements, I haven't announced it yet, so I got to be really careful how I worded this. The cover, the DM cover, is the same cover they're using for another book I've already announced, the DM cover. So I let David know. And then I said, by the way, I hear the kids in the streets really like this guy's art and these covers in particular. But that's how I worded it. At the end of the day, they choose it. So what as far as like why it wasn't in the past when I did get involved with covers, when I was like, hey, this would be a better cover before, learning to choose my fights. He told me that, oh, we've already used that for the Epic collection and the classic. I don't want to reuse a cover. That's pretty much it. If it's been used for like the Epic collection recently, if it's been used for the classics and the essentials, and I think a lot of it has to do with the way it looks in a catalog, right? Not us, the fans, but the people placing the orders might be confused. Like, oh, this cover, we've already have a bunch of those in the store. That's why.
What's your favorite gift? Did a full 6-season binge marathon of Two Broke Girls and actually got to the scene where your favorite gift came from?
Oh, I have a few of them.
The boobies?
No, I have the wrong one. Sorry.
Well, they're both boobies. Oh, okay.
That's a good one. That's a good segue, GIF. And now
That's
the
a
news.
good segue. Now the news. Let's see. Up here.
Mm-hmm.
Will Marvel do anything this year for the trade paperback's 50th birthday? Reprint the first trade they did?
It's in 2024? No, I don't know if David knows that. That's a good idea. Well, what was it? The son of Mar? What was it? What was it called? I know what you're talking about. Son of Marvel or Marvel Origins? Is that what it was called? Do you know when Ghost Rider 2099 will be up for pre-order? That one's October, so much. I think that will be in the June solicits.
Are the 6 announcements all new books or reprints this week?
It's mixed. It's mixed.
Hey, Melanie, Omar. Hi, Dark Knight. What is the criteria for Marvel to create an Omni or a hardcover book collection? For example, is there enough material for a Kelly Thompson Black Widow hardcover?
It would be a thin one since they're not doing OHCs. It would be a really thin book because, I mean, we're talking about 15 issues, right? But, I mean, we've had 12-issue Omnis in the past. So I don't think they're above that.
The first trade was Origin by...
It was. Okay, that's what I thought. And then there was Son of Origins. That would be... You know what? David did message me last year. He was like... He was asking me about a blurb. I don't know. I don't think he was asking me to put a blurb in it, but we were talking about the Origins books. And they did release... You know what? No, they did release a Origins trade paperback. Or, I'm sorry, like a fake comic book. So maybe like I'm gonna do something really quick here, guys. Give me a second, because
dead air.
No, but this is worth it. It's worth dead air. This is good dead air, Melanie. Yeah, you keep doing that, baby. Keep doing that. It's teaching me English or not. Yeah, don't say anything because I haven't announced this yet. But I want to go ahead and announce it on the air for you wonderful folks that are with me every Saturday, because I remember when I started doing the Saturday streams during the pandemic, and I thought, okay, if I could get 50 people to watch me live, I will do this every Saturday. And yeah, I mean, during the pandemic peak, you know, we got 400. One time we had 500 people watching live. And then the first big giveaway was 1,000. We had 1,000 people watching live, and then we had 1,000 likes before the end of the video. Good. So thank you all that have been with us, and hit that. And now's a good time to remind you all to hit that like button. So when I say the reason this it brought me up. Elon, thank you for the super sticker. I promise I'll come right back to you. You brought up oversized hardcovers, and I was like, it's 15 issues would have been a really good oversized hardcover. But I don't know if they're doing oversized hardcovers.
This is 3 letters.
All right. So, breaking news, the announcement here today. It's not for an omnibus. It's for a gallery edition. And people are asking me, like, what are the odds Marvel reprints this in an oversized hardcover? Because this has been released as an oversized hardcover before, and now I see the odds as probably slim to none because it's coming out in a gallery edition. So it's my absolute pleasure to get to announce to you all watching live the NYX gallery edition. And I had to get the whole thing in here. So I don't think you could probably see the actual contents of the book. But if you can't see the contents of the book, it is NYX 1 through 7 and NYX No Way Home 1 through 6. 392 pages, and it's $50 like the other gallery.
And what
editions.
are the dimensions for people who don't know what a gallery edition is?
You ain't going to be able to fit this in your K-Lags. You're going to have to put this in the top shelf, okay? So there you go. That's your announcement. Let me see if I can do that. There you go. NYX. You heard it here first. Gallery edition. This comes out in September of 2024. For the people that have been asking me about the oversized hardcover printing, for the people that have been asking, why wasn't this included? And keep in mind, this will be mature content because of, well, themes in the book.
That's how big it is.
That is a treasury edition.
No, it's not.
Gallery edition is a hardcover. So that's what it is.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Forgive me.
But this is for the people that have been asking me about it.
This is how big it is.
Mm-hmm.
Are they the same size, though?
No, these are a little bit taller because they're hardcover.
Bigger than your head.
So these are bigger than Omnis.
Oh, see, I'm so glad I answered that question. I didn't even read it.
So, an omnibus. Oh, here's an omnibus. Let me kind of give you an idea of the dimensions in case you've never seen one. I've done overviews on my channel of gallery editions, and it's coming out in September. It's a weird choice. Oh, dude, weird choice or not. If you've never seen Joshua Middleton's artwork in that, it is freaking amazing. Like, he's one of my favorite artists. I love his art.
Dan saying, oh, great compliment to the omnibus that should have had this in the first place.
Well, remember, they told me they would not have it in the omnibus because of things that will probably get me demonetized. Baby, can you remove that?
Oh, yeah.
There we go. Gallery edition, Omnibus. It's a lot bigger. It will not fit in your Kalax. Marjorie Bennett is the artist in the second series. Joe Quesada is the Marjorie Bennett is the writer in the second series, the 6-issue miniseries. The first one was written by Joe Quesada.
So Jack Berry's asking, is that the same writer as Monstrous?
Yes. Marjorie Bennett is the same artist or writer as the Monstrous. But keep in mind, gallery editions are not like groundbreaking stories like Born Again every time. Sometimes they base it on, this is a prime example, art. Because this is a visual medium.
Asking that NYX has good art.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Joshua, I'm not kidding. Joshua Middleton. Oh my gosh. Now, he didn't get to finish the series, unfortunately, because he was a slow artist. I like his art. I don't know if... what about my super sticker question? That's a good question. What was...
I'm looking.
Elon's super sticker
Here
question. I have to pay $35 to go on a virtual date with you. You charmer, you.
Thank you.
Yeah, you don't even have to wine and dine me. You can BYOB. Bring your own booze. Has a What If Multiverse Volume 2 Omni release date been announced? Yes, November, right? I believe it. Oh, thank you. Remember when you had to count comments? Oh my gosh. Remember you and Tina broke after the first giveaway.
Yes, you left telling that story. Let's not tell it.
Oh,
OnlyFans announcement when it's
what happened to
coming.
your
When it's
pants?
Omar posing tastefully with his Omnis.
Oh, yes.
Omar is a cheap date.
I am a cheap date. I'm a beer drinking date, dude. I ain't got nothing fancy. You take me to a hot dog stand. That's the start of a good evening.
Me. We were watching Always Sunny last night, and the when they go on dinner dates, they gag with each other, and they're getting upset because they want to acknowledge each other's presence.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm Dennis. He's like, the night is ruined. My chair's wobbly. We're sitting by the kitchen.
Oh my gosh.
The air conditioning's on. I was like,
I don't care how fancy
like,
of a restaurant it is. That
perfect.
would ruin my wife's date. I'm like, oh my gosh. Taschen books are a little bit taller than the gallery editions. Get a stew cooking? Yes. Yeah, they're a little bit bigger than that.
And then I'll come in. Yes. Yeah. Ooh, now I want a steak. Thanks, Josh.
Now I want a hot dog.
I had a hot dog the other day. Paying homage. Yes. Okay, I'm going to stand and bow.
We love Always Sunny, dude. Love it. Is there any other business where employees keep hiring slow workers?
Phil Owens. Shots are fired.
Shots are fired. Where what business is he talking about?
He's talking about the hot dog business.
Are you talking about the hot dog business, Phil?
I'm assuming comics.
I want to know how. I know my
hot dog business.
My blood pressure shot up during the Evergreen stream. I want to know what Phil Owens' blood pressure was during the Evergreen, because Phil's more old school than I am, and I brought in the old school books with the exception of the New Avengers, and none of them got chosen. That was for a minute we thought we were gonna have Black Cat, and I'm like, I don't know how many times I repeat it. Depending on where you are in Glasgow, 35 on a date can get you a nicely drunk and enough to split a Taco Bell after.
Now on Taco Bell, dang nabbit. Can you show that 64 Omni again, please?
Oh yeah.
And Graham's here. Hey, Omni. Omar, just for the Dark Phoenix saga, and it was so good. I can't believe Amanda and Maddie didn't like it.
Yeah.
Oh, yay.
Oh, don't worry. It's Evergreen, so not. It's hypothetically an Evergreen, so I'm glad you enjoyed it. I don't know what the problem is. We're gonna revisit that. That was what, 5 years ago, 6 years ago when we did that. I believe we have a total of 23 issues and 3 series of NYX that would be on the lower end of an omnibus lines, but we will have thin omnis like New Republic Volume 2 that is less than 23 issues. This is the standard edition cover. I just like these better than the classic covers. This one only has 2 covers. Can you do a top 10 Evergreen Epic Collection? Yes. Curtis and I have already been talking about that. I think in February we're going to do the DC Omnis. And
there are only 2 series of NYX.
I know for that I was going to ask a couple. I like asking other YouTubers to join me for those, Like I know my buddy Joe Corallo wants to be a part of that, and I'll be sending out a message to some people that want to do that in February. I need to schedule it out with the folks. And if you're not familiar why Marvel is doing these 1961, 62, 63, 64 now, it's an anniversary. Like obviously this one, the big anniversary is this guy right here. Daredevil's first appearance. So.
You guys' live stream on the Evergreen Omnibus was the funniest thing ever. Omar versus the Collected Edition universe. Please don't kick him off the show. And even Walt said in that email when you were reading earlier, I saw the note about he was like, hey, that was awesome live stream.
Oh, yeah.
So
people really enjoyed them.
It.
Yeah.
Somebody asked for an after hour.
Yes.
Like an after stream. And
yeah, somebody was asking for an after stream. And I'm like, I am mentally and my energy is drained after that. I fought the fight. No, Omar, you mentioned that guy who didn't finish NYX because he was slow. Okay, and it seems to be a thing in the comics. Oh yeah. Thank you, Phil, for putting it into context. But it's not a first, right? Slow artists have always been there. But some of my favorite comic book artists are slow artists too. Omar, you were robbed in that Evergreen. So Mary, God bless you. Thank you.
What world are we living in where Uncanny and Spidey don't make the list?
That's what I was saying.
Like, have you forgot beefsteak Charlie?
Beefsteak? No, I haven't, brother. But that's what we call steak in Peru. Beefsteak. We take these American words. Mary, thank you. God bless you. Thank you. I was robbed. That's a good way of putting it.
Josh tries to get the Discord to buy you a ton of Phoenix and no takers. Oh.
I don't need Phoenix. Please don't send me Phoenix. Send them all to Omnidog and Oddfell and Lars.
Graham's asking, which do you enjoy more? Dark Phoenix Saga or Days of Future Past?
Days of Future Past. I love Dark Phoenix Saga, but Days of Future Past, oh my gosh.
What would be the difference, if any, between the extras of Uncanny X-Men 5 and Prelude to Mutant Massacre Omnibus? Thank you.
Oh, MV Maps. We shared it on our social media. It was it's in our Patreon. And Peter and I did a video on that. If you want to see the differences, like he did an amazing job explaining what things are collected in Uncanny 5 that are not in the Prelude, which is pretty much Uncanny 5 plus the X Factor issues, and the prologue to X Factor is what you're getting in the Prelude to the Massacre Omnibus.
Let's see.
Thank you so much,
I have a question. Why does most Omnis go out of stock? Get a restock, but Marvel didn't do that for Ultimate Spider-Man Volume 2.
I think it's case by case. There was a restock of Ultimate Spidey 2. Ultimate Spidey 2
$5
had
million?
William, take care, buddy.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. He's going to a friend's.
Oh, dude, I'm sorry. If you're still here, I'm sorry, man. They did do a restock of Ultimate Spidey 2, but now it's been well over a year. It would need a reprint. So, if you need it, make sure to vote for it. Oh, God loves man kills every day, all day, every day.
My friend once told me, do great work, turn your work in on time, be likable to your coworkers. As long as you have 2 out of the 3, you stay employed. That's really good advice.
Matt, that's wise.
What's wrong with Phoenix? My home.
That's where he lives.
Oh! Let's see. I just finished the first 2 Invincible Compendiums and love the format. I've ordered the 3rd Invincible one and the Saga Compendium 1. Do you have any more suggestions for a new full-time collector? Full-time. That means 40 hours. Let's go. 40 hours to collect it.
Yeah, do your homework as far as where to shop. Find an online shop. We have sponsors here, but it doesn't mean that there aren't other shops, right? We love our sponsors. But that's something I wish I had taken the time to do when I was getting into the expensive books, because when it comes to an expensive hobby, you want to find the place that's right for you, the place that will ship the book the best, will have the best discounts, and you have to shop around for that. So do that little bit of homework, and in the long run, it will save you some money and heartache. And if you're ordering from Amazon, order with toilet papers on the same order.
Let's see. For the upcoming Marvel Most Wanted Omni reprint poll, Wolverine by Mark Millar and Wolverine by Jason Aaron Volume 1, hoping to get at least one of those 2 books voted for.
I have been doing this for 5 years now, and it's a blast to see how much it changes over the years. the books that made it in the top 30 last year were so different than the top 30 3 years ago, and some of those books didn't even make it to the reprint poll. Just to see, just to me, it shows how many new people there are collecting in the hobby. It also means that the books that I want reprinted get further and further away from the top 20 list, which is of course the Tomb of Dracula and Werewolf by Night. And please don't go vote for those because I want them. Vote for the books that you want, because everybody wants something different, right? And I think that's the beauty of this. I see a lot of dumb comments, mainly from.
This is gallery, right?
That is a gallery edition.
Hey, wait, I can't point. There you go. He announced that a few minutes ago, so maybe you weren't on the stream. This is the news.
Yes, this is the one that comes out in September. This is the gallery edition for September. There you go, buddy. As far as like, yeah, the internet just shows you how silly and ridiculous. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. Stupid people are when they don't know or they don't or they claim to know things. One of my favorite things I ever read that just made me almost join Reddit was somebody shared this Reddit thread with me that I manipulate the reprint poll to get the books that I want made. And when I saw that, I was like, but we still don't have Tomb of Dracula 1, 2, and 3 and Werewolf by Night.
Hi, JTK.
What are we talking about? Oh, that one made me mad. But like my buddy Hip Hop says, let that go and focus on the good. So
MV maps meant
the
extras. Omnibus extras and not the issues collected. And that is what you said. MV maps. You did say that.
Okay. I know for a fact Uncanny 5 will have the letter pages. Prelude to the Massacre will not. Prelude to the Massacre might have the X Factor extras. The X Factor Volume 1 will have. It's hard to tell without, seeing what the books are, though. Or, have please do not invite Omnidog, Lars Oddfell, and company to vote for the most wanted Reaper books. We get 30 copies of Phoenix. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to say what's going to be in what book until I get a physical copy of them. How about I'll make you this promise. As soon as I get the Prelude to the Massacre Omnibus, like I get an advanced copy. I usually get them about a month and a half before they go out. I'll make a quick video. Like what are the extras in here? Okay. Oh, thank you, Just That Show. As any reader of X-Men knows, humans can.
So what's at the door? Is it? I think they're just playing.
I think our daughters have friends over, and they can be as
they're
crazy as they want to.
They are directly above our heads.
JT Gamer, how are you, buddy? I haven't seen you in forever. This guy's out of Kentucky, man.
There was a question that.
Okay. Are you excited for the Tomb Raider remastered? I probably may play. I was actually my brother. He was like, "You gotta get Life of P," and I'm like, "Life of P? Is that what it's called?"
Oh yeah, it's like Pinocchio. Liza P.
Liza P. That's what it's called.
Because I watched.
And he was like,
"Think about Pinocchio yesterday."
He was like, "Watch this trailer," and I'm like, "Okay, that looks cool." And Sea of Stars. Omar, if Marvel does a Dark Reign omnibus, how many volumes could it potentially be? Oh goodness, that would be a hard one to map, because Dark Reign wasn't really an event; it was an era. So it would be like the heroic age, right? Here's an issue of Avengers. Here's an issue of Hulk that's tied into the Dark Reign. Here's that Wolverine story from Dark Reign. Oh my goodness. And if it's an era, we're talking at least 2 volumes. You can put Dark Reign, the list in there. Yeah, 2 volumes at the very least.
So I answered no, but I just want to double check. Did you pick up the Disney Comics?
No,
book?
I haven't had a chance to go out there.
And hi, Hunter.
Hunter, what's up, buddy?
Work from home today. Get to hang with you other people. Oh, good. I hope everything's going well. Check out Sentinel Comics, guys.
They just bought a whole new collection of stuff, and they got a lot of good things in there. We've gotten 2 reprints of 3 of the 5 Marvel Modern Cosmic Saga. They should give us at the last 2. That's up to you to vote, man. Go and vote, seriously. When that comes up in February.
Do you hear that, Marvel? We'll be doing a Trouble Gallery edition after recent searches sales on the hardcover on eBay.
If Bruce did that, I'm going to ship these back to him. Weekly reminder, translation, desperate plea for a library edition of The Victories by Michael Avon Oming. Really hope Dark Horse watches this. I need to remind, I was supposed to have a meet with Dark Horse.
A meet?
A meeting with them at the end of last year. I need to remind them.
Sports game.
I really need an intern. Like I have all these things like I can't get to because I get wrapped up in reading and editing and filming, and yeah, it just gets to be a lot. Do you think we'll get a rerun or omnibus update for Marvel Ruins? Oh, that would be good. You like that? I like the Marvel Ruins too. They could put Avengers, the last Avengers story in there. Like that dark era of painted Marvel books. That would be fun. Alternate realities gone wrong.
JT's asking for your Switch code.
Oh, gosh. I'll have to look, buddy.
Yeah, no.
I haven't had a chance to read it. Melanie.
I did last night. Then I went to bed at like 8 o'clock. And it's also, this is the issue I got. Omar went and picked up for me yesterday. So sweet.
Did.
Because A Plus Comics got 2 more copies in. So I'm really excited. I like it. It was good. Good.
The Innocent Omnibus. Yes, I did. It's a big book. I started reading it because Tina and I are going to do a Dark Horse manga video together. Sad thing that Dark Horse stopped making Omnis. That thing is a beast. The monster size Hellboy. They can make big books and they make library editions all the times. So I don't think they're done with hardcovers, right? I mean, you've seen like the library edition of like Michael Allred's Madman, right? Those things are beautiful.
Brahma's Prime Rib has the same cover. Tina doesn't even have our Switch codes.
Oh yeah.
But she's got Tommy.
Tina can't afford that tier of Uncanny Omar. Hey buddy, how are you, Big Stu? What's coming up? Okay, tomorrow, today is the Born Again Gallery Edition overview later today, and if you're into shorts, it's a sneak peek of the Marvel Omnis releasing this month in February, which is already on TikTok if you have TikTok. And Monday I got 3 videos, and I just want to make sure I got the right gentlemen's names. Thank you, baby. So Monday's let's talk about Sunday first. Sunday is the return of the announcements, and the announcements, Omni announcements, will start today on Patreon if you're on Patreon, but Sunday, and then the Marvel Universe Master Edition Omnibus. Monday will be the Ben Reilly Omnibus Volume 2 and the February 1964 Omnibus, as well as an interview with the people, the Masters of the Sky Masters of Space Force, which is a Jack Kirby and Wally Wood book that is being crowdfunded through Zoop.
So Josh, you probably know about it then, huh?
Yeah, he's a big fan of them. But I'm interviewing the museum founders that are putting all the art together. And both of them will be on with me on Monday at 6 p.m. It's Eastern Standard Time. And they're part of the Jack Kirby and Research Center Museum. And their founders are going to be joining me, talking about how they were able to put this book together. It looks beautiful. I've seen some of the original art, and maybe I'll ask them to share it with us on Monday at 6. That's at 6 p.m. Tuesday might be another announcement, but it depends on when I can get that from Marvel, when I can get the go-ahead. And also in the morning time is the Marvel trade paperbacks. At 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is the Old Reader, New Reader, where we're finally talking about Green Arrow, Longbow Hunters. Wednesday, Amanda and I are going to do Was It Really That Bad? I'm going to let you all vote, the YouTube community. Wednesday morning is Maddie's top 10 books she's excited for in 2024. Thursday, I don't know if it's going to be the Marvel solicitations for, it depends on when I can go live with those announcement videos. The Marvel solicitations for May, or the Epic announcements for November, December of 2024, and January of 2025. So make sure you're tuned in. You follow us on social media. And Friday is the upcoming collected editions for the month of February. Triumph and Torment would be awesome, dude. I mean, we have some, right? We have some of the original graphic novels. We have the Death of Captain Marvel. So yeah, that would be a welcome addition. It's one of my most wanted for sure.
Is that the end of the schedule?
That's the end of the schedule.
Okay. Hunter's saying for anyone who buys from Sentinel Comics and mentions Omar from Near Make Edition will get 10% off.
Oh, was that include me too?
Do you remember how do you pin it? Do I have to go to YouTube?
You have to go
pin
to
it?
YouTube.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Actually, I forgot to do that. So smash that like button.
Golden Chicken Nugget. Should Golden Chicken Nugget get an absolute flashpoint?
Yes, if you're a fan of that, or if you're a big fan of Andy Kubert's artwork, which a lot of people are.
Can I do it from my phone?
You have to sign in as near mint condition, but yeah, you should be able to.
Okay, I'll do it. You go ahead and take care of the chat. Oh, or are you doing it?
No, you
Okay.
go ahead. You go ahead.
Well, you're on it. Oh.
Okay, I got it.
Okay, okay.
Uh,
Nope. You're on StreamYard. You pulled up YouTube. There you go. Now. There we go.
Okay, there we go.
We got it.
Pin message. There we go. There you go, buddy. Thank you.
Dead air.
Dead air.
Dead
Dead air.
air.
Dead air. Oh, you better stop that nonsense, Melanie.
You started it. Thank
Get
you for
Monster Size
acknowledging
Hellboy this
its
week.
nonsense.
That is one big boy. So now I want Monster Size BPRD. Oh, yes. Yes.
That is one big boy.
BPRD would need 4, dude. No. 4, because there's BPRD, there's Plague of Frogs, there's 1946 to 1948, there's Hell on Earth, and those are like 5 volumes. The Devil You Know, Hellboy in the BPRD, and they're still telling stories. So I think.
Wait. Okay, Marvel's saying the kids above Omar and Melanie are silent compared to my lovely neighbors above me. Sarcasm. We need Tyler Blent back. They hated him. They claimed to my landlord how loud he was. What? Wait, from you watching him, or did you? They live next to each other.
That's
I thought Tyler had a house.
He does have a house. That's hilarious. Maybe
Wait,
he is just
he's-
loud. Tyler's very loud. I miss that guy. He's busy. This is tax season, so he's busy.
Oh yeah, that's true. Does the Miller World have a collected edition?
They do. They just signed a deal with Dark Horse. They're
Oh,
moving their
Marvel's
stuff.
fine.
Mark Miller's moving his stuff over from Image to Dark Horse. But I'm the landlord. That's awesome, Marvel Bab. Good morning, friends. Heading to Marvel DC
Mandalorian.
local comic book store. 70% off trade list with
Trade sale. With
trade sale, okay.
Maniac and then Edwardian.
Edward Gorey.
What?
Wait.
What? No. Wait, he's dead, isn't he?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm excited. I was like, you're gonna meet Edward.
Okay,
Gorey.
it's an Edward Gorey ball.
Wow, how fun!
You're talking about
I
dressing
took-
emo. That's awesome.
I took a collection of Edward Gorey, his not well, I guess comics, Amphigory to my creative writing class one day, and a couple of kids really dug it. Dug it. I love Edward Gorey. That's really cool.
Omar, pick one intern. Rogue, Storm, Psylocke, Jean Grey, Wolverine.
Are you going to pick based on who
Jean
you
Grey.
wanna hang out with?
I cannot do Jean Grey. Like, it should be like, are you? Please stop looking at me like that. I know what you're thinking. And I'm like, dang it, she's right. Rogue. Oh yeah, Rogue.
Really? Okay. Then.
She's a Southern Belle. Of course, she could be a great intern. I'll get right on that, sugar, and start emailing people back. You better get your gloves on this time, Rogue. Last time I was knocked out for like 3 days. Thank you, Bruce, for the super chat, brother. To get to 100,000 subscribers, ever thought about adding a puppy to your videos? Have it talk in a computer voice and have it do announcements with it.
When Strider was a puppy and he was allowed in the basement.
When Strider was a puppy and he was allowed in the basement. Oh, it was adorable. He would
He's
sleep
like,
right beside me whenever I
yeah.
was filming, and people would see him whenever I was doing the upcoming collected editions. He'd be like right there laying down beside me.
Yeah.
I mean, he could probably lay down beside me now, but the basement's just so much bigger. You get bored and go start chewing on my expensive figures or books. And she can lift heavy things.
Yeah. That's
Bro,
true.
bring me down a box of books. Right on top of it, sugar.
An Omni dog, and he has the puppy mask.
That's creepy.
Very
That's
streamers.
creepy. No!
Tia's getting into it.
Do you know anything about Marvel's plans to post X-Men Krakoa era? No spoilers, I know, but are you excited? I'm excited anytime there's a new era of X-Men. So of course I'm excited. I only know because I'm not supposed to know, but I only know of 2 of the writers that are involved. But they haven't announced anything officially. So Yeah, it's exciting to see who's going to be involved, you know, and getting excited over a writer is so different now than like it was even 7 years ago when writers would stick on a book for a while. But who knows? Maybe they may stay.
Do you like Flashpoint? Is it a good read?
Oh my gosh, yeah. Flashpoint. When I was talking about, whoever asked, I'm sorry, about my top favorite moment in comics, Flashpoint has one of them.
There you go.
Batman is like, you're the best messenger. Like when he's talking to Barry. Oh my God, that makes
the best messenger.
Yeah, that makes me cry every time because of the message that's delivered to him. Oh, Tina, you're not wearing your creepy freaking furry outfits on my videos.
Sure, she made it. It's terrific.
Oh, it looks amazing, but that's not the audience I want to attract, Tina. Well, maybe it is. That get us to 100,000.
How do Rogue's ability to absorb powers work? Like, if she touches a bug, does she absorb their powers like Animal Man? What if she's eating a ham sandwich? Can she absorb the memory of a pig? Oh, gosh. Oh, that's a slippery slope there, isn't it?
Kane, I haven't seen Kane for a while.
Sure. Sorry, I was already clicking on Daniel.
Oh, Deadly Neighborhood Spider-Man.
In honest format. Your thoughts?
I'll be in for that. They've done a Lethal Foes of Spider-Man. No, Superior Foes of Spider-Man. How are you, Caden? Out of curiosity, how do you balance your comic life with your kids? The other day, I was sitting down here, and my kids were home from school. And I had been working since I had gotten up. I hadn't eaten lunch yet. And I'm like, I'm just going to make myself a quick sandwich and come back here and finish shooting this video. And I thought to myself, no, I'm going to take my daughters to go get some lunch. And we're going to sit down without our phones and talk.
Because they're rings and things?
Yeah, because they're not always going to be that little. And they're not always going to want to hang out with me. It's difficult sometimes because I get lost in my work. Because I love what I do. And that's the problem when you love what you do. You get lost in your work. You don't go and hang out with friends because you have so much to do. And you miss out on times that you should be with your kids. So I have to force myself to stop and hang out with my kids. And then, you know, we have a blast. And I always remind myself, like, I gotta take a break from time to time. So it's hard to find that balance. But I do it. You know, because I want to spend time. I genuinely like my kids and want to spend time with them. And I know it's weird, like, for people that don't have kids. Because I have friends that don't like their kids. That are like, you know,
I told the girls you said that. I was trying to explain it, and they were like, "What?" I know Lydia was like, "That's a thing." I was like, "Yeah."
Well, yeah. I mean, you know, everybody's different. Thank you for the super chat. Is there any omnibuses or hardcovers releasing for Revenge of the Green Goblin? I have the paperback, but needed in hardcover or in omnibus format. Also been subbed a year. Love your videos. Thank you for that. No, Revenge of the Green Goblin has not been collected in an oversized format. It needs to be. I'm surprised. I think we'll get there. It's an interesting era for Spider-Man because that stuff is just, it hasn't been collected fully. But with now we know we have modern epic collections. Hopefully we'll get there soon in an oversized format because we're getting a David Michelinie Bagley omnibus. So yeah.
Oh man, I loved their little show. Tori and Abed in the morning. Is that how it went?
Donde está la biblioteca? 5-minute warning. Get your questions answered. Thank you.
JT Gamers, seriously, what do you think of the fact that they remastered Mario RPG?
I'm all for it. It's weird to see Mario RPG by Nintendo, not Squaresoft. Yes, Squaresoft, not Square. What do y'all?
Enos?
What do you people call it? Your generation?
I started playing when it was Squaresoft as well.
Squeenix. Tina, this is your people's fault, and not the furries. I'm talking about your millennials.
Someone trade or Omni of best Marvel covers. Maybe a fan vote. Covers need to be one per page, not a few tiny pictures per page. Omar asked Marvel about it.
You want a trade of just covers? Oh, that'd be cool. ¿Dónde está la biblioteca? Be a good question. Yes.
The question volume 2 omnibus release date changed?
I don't think so. The last time I looked, it was still February. Yeah, it's like right around the corner.
Ken's asking, how are you keeping up with the current DC and Marvel single issues, print or digital or both?
Unless it's brought to my attention that I need to read it. I don't. It's trade weight. Like I'm
the one that's starting to buy floppies.
Yeah, which is fine. Like I'm waiting for Immortal Thor.
I want to wait.
And I'm like, I don't want to wait. Like, I don't want. I take it back. I loved Ryan North's Fantastic Four so much that I read his next 2 issues after the trade, and then I kind of got lost and I forgot I had to go read the other 3, but I'll probably wait for the trade. Hi, Minties. Lucky to have caught the live stream. How are you, Mika? I'm moving.
You changed your picture.
And oh my, it's a workout to carry those
I
comic books.
bet.
Yeah, it is, brother.
Phew.
Yeah, it is.
Yes, Josh's generation made 2 giant Japanese video game companies merge. And Tina says, yes, my people, furries, cosplayers, the outcasts, and Oregon Trail generation. Oregon Trail represent!
Yeah, remember, you millennials can't claim no Oregon
6 seasons in a movie!
We were doing Oregon Trail before you take
I know, Tina.
You're going to take Oregon Trail from us, Tina?
You're gatekeeping Oregon Trail!
Yeah, it was my kids that died of, what was it, the runs?
Dysentery!
Dysentery?
So you don't even know!
Because I'm that old! I remember comic books. I don't remember Oregon Trail deaths.
If a tomato is a fruit,
your son got eaten by an ox.
Smoothie. Ooh, I don't want to think of it as a smoothie though. That's the kind of the
What's wrong
question
with
of like, is a hot dog a sandwich?
I have a funny story about this. Community 6 seasons in a movie.
Oh yeah, he wore his pants.
Okay, no, he did not.
Oh,
this is why you're not allowed to tell stories.
No,
our good friend Chris, who works at DreamWorks Animation, in Hollywood, you work jobs while you're part of the production company that you don't get paid because you're an intern, right? So he was working at, what was it? It was a place where you bought suits, and the what is his name? Attell, right? Like the Putty gentleman that played Abed came in, and Chris, my buddy Chris, was like, I love Community, and he was so scared to talk to him, so he was like, I love Community, man, and Putty didn't say anything. And he was just trying on the suit. So he thought he was, well, that sucks. He's one of these Hollywood dudes that doesn't talk to you. And he was like, come here. So he whispered in his ear, you're the only one. Yeah, I don't know if you heard that. He said, you're the only one. He whispered in Chris's ear. And he's like, just kidding. And then he whispered 6 seasons in a movie. And he winked at him. And I was like, that's so awesome. We love, well.
He's trying on a suit. That's why I got confused.
I loved Community seasons 1 through 3. I love some of the best television. 4 through whenever the Yahoo seasons, they were okay. We got Oregon Trail. I need the ramen. I'm sure there is. Old Man, 2 Feet, Omar, the Oregon Trail generations between Gen X and Gen Y. I am the DuckTales Gen. No, you're in America. You don't get to call yourself the DuckTales Gen. You're
I remember Number Munchers.
Number Munchers, yeah. That taught me English and numbers munching.
With new X-Men and Astonishing X-Men getting its own modern era epic line, wouldn't that make a confusing reading order?
Yes. It's a good thing there's a channel out there with reading orders that they need to get back on.
Back when we played Oregon Trail, it was a board game.
And you did get eaten by your ox.
Oh, the Teen Titans Go too. Oh, that's awesome. An Oregon Trail episode. I like Teen Titans Go as well. You're Don Rosa. Math Blaster. Remember Math Blaster? Love that chloroform moment in Community. wait. Chloroform. The like knockout stuff? Mm-hmm. I don't know.
I like the paintball, the first paintball one, the second Halloween episode, and the Dungeons and Dragons episode. And if you stream Community, they pulled the Dungeons and Dragons episode for the stupidest reason. But I'm not even going to go into that. But it is a freaking heartwarming, like it will pull at your heartstrings type of episode. It's good. The Pong episode is good. Foosball was okay. They did like anime and foosball. My daughter's like the Mega Man episode where they play the video game.
There's a Mega Man episode?
Well, it's not a Mega Man, but they look like Mega Man characters because they go inside the video game to read the will of a character that died. I don't want to say who died.
Yeah. I remember that episode. 3, 2, 1, contact is the answer to the problem.
Are you stuck singing?
The solution. That's what I remember the song being. But I don't think I'm correct.
2099.
Except for the 3, 2, 1, contact.
Omnibus news. No. Outside of Ghost Rider, Spidey, and X-Men, no 2099.
Oh, Rahul said that a colleague at office he works at is confused about where to start comics. A couple weeks back, I shared your reading order playlist with him.
Oh, thank you for that, buddy.
And that's why he has a Blu-ray. He's got all
Yeah,
the episodes.
The episode got pulled for no reason. I mean, I know why. We know why, but it doesn't make any effing sense. Like some of that stuff that they do this with. This is why physical media, folks, is important. Because streaming, you don't own anything. Even when you download digital, you don't own anything.
More creator interviews coming up soon?
Yeah, Monday. And Jimmy Palmiotti and Amanda Connor are going to come back. We're going to do a couple.
Yeah, when is that?
I'm trying to schedule that out right now with them. Jason Aaron in April.
Oh, yay!
Yeah, that's a Greg Pak, maybe 2 weeks from now. I haven't heard back from Bill Willingham since that first. So some of those. Really looking forward to it. I want to actually this time around. This is why I was like, I need an intern because I keep forgetting. I need to reach out to J.M. DeMatteis and Roy Thomas.
Next week I will not be joining the stream because I'm going to go see
What?
Yeah,
I'm just kidding.
Nick Stone, who is the author of Dear Martin, the book that my freshmen have just started reading. She's going to be giving a talk at UK, University of Kentucky. And I was like, oh, and it's free. And I was like, I'll go. She also wrote Shuri, Black Panther. I was like, oh, well, maybe I'll give her a card then. I'll need to read the book. I honestly haven't read it. But I was like, oh, cool. She's written 8 books. And then she wrote a couple comics. It's like, oh, yeah, just drop a card there. So yeah, it's actually at 11 next Saturday. So
okay,
somebody else will be on.
Yeah, I'll ask Tina. Tina, you want to come on? Have you thought about doing another Hidden Gems video specifically? I do one every month for Image Comics. If not, can you name any? Oh, here, this just in. If you've not read the last, almost said The Last Crusade, Lake of Fire, that is by far the most underrated bad A Image comic. Like, it's one trade paperback. It's about a bunch of Crusader knights fighting off against, I'll just say, demons. Oh my gosh, it's so good. That needs to be on everybody's read list. It's such a good book. Lake of Fire. I actually did a Hidden Gems with Lake of Fire. Still waiting for the John Byrne interview. Oh my gosh, if we get him out of his house, that'd be great. Great chat. I'll catch up from what I missed at the beginning.
Oh,
have a great
sorry.
weekend. When Magnitude got a shot at pinball episode, I was like, pop, what? Pop, what? Oh man.
Pop.
Community, man. I
Looking
love
forward to hearing what Aaron has in store for TMNT.
Me too. I don't have anything on my calendar for next Saturday. Oh, good. Then come join me. Jesse Jane. When did this happen?
Thank you for the super chat. And Jack Ferry's
good
definitely
people.
great.
He's in New Jersey.
Wait, I shouldn't show that one. I'll show Wolverine. With announcing, and wishing people rest in peace who have passed away.
She's an Entourage, right? I know she was an adult actress. When did she pass away? Oh, yesterday. My goodness. I don't look at the news for one day. Thank you, dude. Penciled in. You pencil. Let me tell you, when Uncanny Omar reaches out, you better pen me in, Tina. Don't you roll your eyes. What are you doing?
Rolling my eyes to the extreme.
Is the X-Men by Claremont and Lee?
Whoa, that made me dizzy.
Volume 1.5 in the announcements.
Oh, good, Kenneth.
I'm not canceling that, Carlos.
Well, Matt says 1.5.
1.5.
Bye, everybody. Thank you so much.
Wait, are we saying bye? What's happening? Oh, we are saying bye. It's 105.
For joining us. And
oh, yes. Thank you so much. Huso, you don't like Aaron? Oh, dude. You know, here's the thing. Here's the secret. I don't like his Scalped. Everybody loves Scalped except me. I wasn't a fan. But I do like his Thor. I really, there's a lot of things that he wrote that I enjoy. Avengers, ups and downs. But yeah, that's it, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. And
as always, stay minty.
I'll be back later today.